with this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Brooklyn Barons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
First down, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
About 15 cents.
Blocking on the return, it springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. To the Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The kicker. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Barons nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
It's a game.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The running back.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Dancing to his left. As he throws there, incomplete. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On second down, it's Johnson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Detroit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority.
And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30. Head down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover,
and the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
34-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, That's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Mayfield now. They'll find Galloway. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Penalty. It's Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down now. It's Johnson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you've got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Mayfield looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run it with Johnson. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14, Barons 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But
popped in the air and intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Interception, Mayfield flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Detroit. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, they're right there, just not playing as well as... need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught at the 10. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, it's Johnson. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
second down now. It's Johnson, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Lions first down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
4-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Haskins to throw it. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
48-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Haskins to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they try the right side here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll give it here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Julian Okwara in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Throwing now is Haskins. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 30-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Mayfield. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here we go with Haskins. And completes it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This from long, very long range. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. On third down, Johnson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Johnson. And he'll be stop just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Detroit, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.